And some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Throwing to start this game. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Roll. Ready. Check smash. Check go.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He breaks the tackle, and he reaches the 35 before going out. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That one's caught along the left sideline. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Second and 10 now. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Here's a give up the middle. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Flushed out of the pocket. Throw left side, complete. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another carry for Charbonnet. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Lamar now from the gun. He's going deep this time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's looking deep once again. He steps in and makes the interception. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Eagles take over as he records the 40th interception of his career. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front.
Yep.
And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one's incomplete over the middle.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Plowing up the middle. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Let's go now.
He's dropping back to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Throwing on 2nd and 10. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. It's a race down the right side. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Go.
From the red zone now. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st down, this is Charbonnet. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Go. They'll run here following the penalty. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. It bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13.
Ready.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They go play action here. He gets a lot behind one. Deep down. They connect on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot.
The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean,
while a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Let's go.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Hey, smash. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And that brings up 3rd down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat. Check go.
The running back gets it on the draw. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I wonder who it was, Kate. Which defender had that little bit of clairvoyance that there was a draw coming, include the rest of his buddies in? Because somebody saw that coming. That's the only way they could have been so prepared for what was supposed to be a surprise. He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 2nd down, a run with Charbonnet. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He fires one deep down the right side. He's got it deep downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Charbonnet. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, the give to Charbonnet. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Hey! It's not!
Jackson throwing here. He's on the move. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. McPherson add the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Ready, set.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
They'll throw to begin this drive. He's got Smith. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and short. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Here's the snap on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Tight end going in motion here.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Simple dive up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Gets this one to Waller. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Walker hauls it in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Ravens at a deficit. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Jackson's going to throw again. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Here's a handoff up the gut. Oh, stiff arm. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Hey, check that. Street. Let's go now.
They put a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that 1st down, and he went and got it.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Go! Ready?
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Taken in by Smith. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. He's got it over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. Hits the 20. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick-6 touchdown. 2nd time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough 2nd pick-6 to watch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game at 21. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Again, it's Charbonnet. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Changing it up here, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Back to throw. Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Play action on 1st down. Finds a man right side. Get behind the line, and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
1st and goal. Here's Charbonnet. Has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the turnover into a lead. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Motioning one of the tight ends. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Waller with the catch. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 46. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He gets the 1st and more to the 35. And he's all the way down the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice gain. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
They send a man in motion. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Chased out to his right. Bouncing football. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. Ooh, bad fortune turned to good pretty quickly there, partner. That fumble eluding capture, and thankfully ends up out of bounds.
Yeah, big old sigh of relief on that sidelines, but that new life's going to be short-lived here if they're not able to convert on this 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. Pass it down close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles tie us up 28-all. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now we give to Charbonnet, coming right. He's got room to roam here. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
On the counter, it's Charbonnet. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's Lamar. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. Charbonnet now up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
So through 3, we're still knotted up in what's been an absolute shootout. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now Jackson. That's Khan. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
That's one. No.
They kick the running back in motion. 4th down. Here's Jackson. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. Yeah. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
From the 24. Caught, nice. Fought off a tackle, but it also football. Oh, he's got it back again. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
He's got Smith. And he works this to the 38 before going down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another first and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one. Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Ravens bring an extra DB out there. Third down coming up.
Hurt. 18 rather.
Back to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The kick is off the mark, no good. And we are still tied in the fourth.
Well, they got the chance to kick a potential game winner, Kate, and that's all that kicker wanted, a chance. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. And all he can hope now, tie game late here, is that his counterpart across the way, warming up in that kicking net, well, he doesn't get the chance to end it himself.
Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running back sent in motion. Lamar now from the gun. Gets this one to Charbonnet. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, here's Lamar. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10 now. Down to the 10. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
Ready up.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set up. Go.
Throwing it to start this drive. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On first down, they'll run. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles losing by 7. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 43. That one's complete right side. And they get this down to the 28. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
Check, hurt. 19 Lions. Panther 11. 70 Rangers. Check go.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
Here's a give straight up the middle. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2.
Come on, set.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game. They wanted that 3-point cushion. We all knew what they were doing, be able to maybe breathe a little bit easier. But now got to keep them outside of field goal range, partner, because a kick would win this.
And that starts with a booming kickoff. Give them as long a field as possible before they can get that makeable field goal. From there, your defense, well, it's just got to rise to the occasion here in the last couple snaps of this game. No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final